I gotta get this lineup. Got it. Being live streamed. Record as well. Got a lot going on. Good, we're live. I gotta get this lineup.
It's a good test. How fast can you get it in there?
I might need to delay a little bit. Oh, he's getting loose. He's got to go. All right, we got to go. Opposing teams. We have LSU, MC, playoffs. All schemes. We need to set way lineup. I just took a screenshot of it. Got to go quick. I might need to pause and then catch up.
I won't ruin it for you.
SEC rank, Hunter. Lee.
Whoa. That's got some sync.
Jared.
I must be delayed. Oof.
I gotta pause my game real quick. We'll catch up live in a second. I just missed the first pitch. Jared. Jared Dickey, Christian Moore. So I was looking for the lineup earlier and it wasn't available. Just saw it. Jared, Christian Moore, Zane Denton. 37 guys on the roster. No, more than that.
Wow.
When do you have it at Millerville?
37, actually.
Do you really?
Yeah, we do. You can only have
What do you have in
25
fall?
active, though. 39. We cut two
Okay.
guys. Yeah. So, yeah, but I think they have to have 25 active, Bobby. I don't know if they post that, though. I don't know if that's public. Oh.
We have Cal Stark. I want Josh to make these a little bigger.
Yeah, they need to all be on the same screen because the guys at the bottom sometimes get missed, too.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna set the home lineup. I'll pause it again. I'm going first pitch of the game right now.
I'm gonna rewind it then.
We got fastball at 100. Am I doing velo each time? Velo's a lot. Swing miss.
I wouldn't. I think the velo only works for when you have a bunch of data.
There, 14, skip, ball. All right, we're 1-1.
Trying to catch up.
Gaines is filthy.
So you're putting that in as four seam, even though it's got a ton of sync.
It is a 4-seam. We have data
Okay.
pulled.
Got it.
Data pulled. 2-1. Just catch roll right there. 4-seam, 100. Swing and miss. Missed under. Late. Seam. We have data
Okay.
pulled.
Got it.
Data pulled.
You thought that was a strike.
1. Yeah.
Where are you going to chart that one at, Bobby? In the zone or out of the zone?
We're right on the edge. Swing and miss. Just under. Over there. See, he's coming out throwing. Foul ball, pop up. Call that late as well. It's just hectic. I got the Zoom. Got the game. All right, so I gotta do the lineups. Just blown away right there. 14.
Oh,
Swing and miss.
102.
1-2 and a full count.
4-seam. Swing and miss. Missed under. We're gonna. Oh, I hate when I do that. Right about there. Four seam. Swing and miss.
Mm.
Missed under. Very late.
Was he 6'6"? Is he tall?
He's big.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
So somewhat
6'5",
projectable when you
6'6".
think about it. Kind of like what Scots want to see.
And that's a
Oh, he
wipeout
slows up
slider.
there. His body slowed up.
Oh, that's not even a fair slider because that's the backup.
Yeah, I
Whoops.
know. You shouldn't get rewarded for that.
You think you can develop that pitch though? How many times do you see a guy late?
It'd
On
be
that
so
pitch.
sick if you could.
There. Four seam. Ball in play.
Uh-oh.
We need to get a back button. Four seam, ball in play, ground ball.
He ran a 4-1 on that. In case you're wondering,
Hard.
we don't have that in hitting approach yet.
4-1's not bad.
It's moving pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. Coach Sheehan.
I don't know much about this Tennessee offense like I did last year. Last year was fun.
I think they had a lot of guys drafted and graduate, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're tweeted. What was that pitch? Slider in the
Oh.
dirt.
Yes.
90
Fair
mile,
call.
90 mile per hour breakers. Collegiate level. I mean, this kid is as real as it gets, right? It's
Yeah.
4-pitch guy. He'll drop a curveball in every once in a while.
Get me over curve. Oh yeah. Whoa.
So how do you game plan for 102, Bobby?
Mm.
And he's interesting too because he's got sink on the fastball, but you see some miss unders too. So
Oh wow.
I've got myself mixed up because I'm trying to do too much. Back. What did I do? Cancel. I recorded it out when I was supposed to record now. Let's go back. One out. I'm gonna go back because I'm doing way too much
Yeah.
because I messed up his the base. Need to get him to get on first base. Going back, going back, going back. I was trying to tweet at the same time. We're gonna get caught up. We're gonna get caught up.
where are you at? You on the 4-hole hitter, Bobby?
I gotta go back to the second hitter, actually.
Face not.
Just two, and I got two. I'm trying to do too much. Under late. Going back to the 2-hole, number 2 hitter, beginning of the bat. So we had the slider away. All right. Ball. Next pitch was a ball as well, I believe. No, that's the upstairs slider. That isn't fair. Oh, this is gonna be the base. Get to first. I called him out. He wasn't out though.
Oh, I got you.
Screwed myself up. 4 seam, ball in play, ground ball. He was on time, hit it hard. He was safe. Hit the short over there. All right. Now we're in business. Now we are in business.
Feeling good about it.
My feed's a little choppy. See, I want to change the zoom. view. Side by side speaker, side by side gallery. Mouse pull down in for ball. On the Zoom, it's only showing standard. Yanked a slider. Yanked it.
190 Ks. How many innings?
Not a ton to get 190 Ks.
Jeez.
Crazy. My dog's squeaking its toy right now. Get up here.
All right, 2-0 count. That's the laser to third. First ball in play, line drive. Late. He was out. That was a rocket. Done. Now it's firm. All right, now we got the four hole hitters coming up. Now we're dialed in. That ball caught him.
Tommy Tank's a first baseman at NC State.
I don't know the answer to that question.
Wait, what was the question? No.
Tommy Tanks, was he a first
Yeah.
baseman at NC State?
Yeah, last
So pretty-
year he started off like the month with 10 homers or something like that.
Yeah.
12 homers.
Is that good?
If that's the case, that's a pretty tough move.
I know. They had a good year too.
All right. That's a tough, like top edge or side edge floating breaking ball. That's tough. So Skeens is just filthy, huh? Just absolutely.
Mhm.
You asked the question, how do you game plan against him?
Yeah, I mean, you got a sinker, it's a four seam with sink. So you expect to get some misses over. Obviously, it's 100. But he can also ride it up in the zone at 102. So it's not like you get consistent fastball movement to game plan. It's one thing to game plan against velocity, right? It's another thing
Mhm.
game plan against two different shapes of the fastball.
It's moving a lot.
But I guess you go back to the data, right, Bob? And you're like, all right, we scouted this guy out a couple games, and he's going to miss more over the fastball or under the fastball, and that's what we're going to find out.
I mean, less than 2 strikes, you're picking a pitch here, right?
Right.
If he hangs a slider, then he hangs it, but he's just throwing fuzz. 101. So less than 2 strikes, yeah, you gotta, because if he's a miss under fastball, miss over slider, you're trying to get under the.
You got to sit on one or the other. You can't get caught in between.
You're trying to get under the slider, so your aim is under, and you're trying to miss over the fastball. So you're coming at it from 2 different angles. So I think that's why the vertical game is such a big deal now, because it's so hard to think on top of one and under the other. Guys that move the ball down and down, like sinker slider guys, at least it's going down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to blow it over the barrel. That's low down the middle. I think that low pitch.
Yeah, I was sure.
That low. All right, I need a lineup for LSU.
Yeah.
Who's pitching for
Number 29.
Lindsay? Good. And I need to set the home lineup on Cruz. So we're doing this commercial break.
Nice play. Nice play.
I'm right.
We should pause it. So I'm gonna pause it. So I'm on with you.
I'll let you know when he's getting ready to throw his first pitch of the
Okay.
bottom of the inning. Trey Morgan. So typically I would set this up before the game. Oop. But do what you got to do. Cade Beloso right there. Gavin Dugas.
We're watching a game and you can just, when you don't have the pause option, like if you show up at a game midway through, you can just add hitters and just use the set batter now button.
Yep.
So
Jordan Thompson.
Okay. What?
Set better now is a really useful, but it's kind of hidden if you don't know where it is.
You were never on speakerphone.
All right, so we just set the lineup during a commercial break. Easy. All right. He is throwing, it looks like one of his final warm-up pitches. If anybody's joining us, I have no idea if anybody's watching.
I'm sure my fans are on.
Oh, yeah. So we're about to watch the first pitch. Dylan Cruz is walking up to the plate right now.
Okay.
He's taking it with his back foot. So we're about to watch the first pitch of the bottom of the first.
What?
So I don't know much about Lindsay.
Johnny.
93 with some stink.
Some heavy thing.
Aaron.
Cruz is pretty good.
That's
Is he going 1-1?
No, it's-
Wait, McCoy didn't get one.
you used to do that in 93 and it just
So was
like an airplane banking.
Groff.
Look at the 14.
Here it comes again.
The
And
14.
Melendez.
Oh,
I'm gonna put down his cutter right now because
Good. A walk and a walk and a pop out. Uh-huh.
hey, you think that person knows that everybody in the- every
14-0.
video?
yeah, I think he does.
He had a grand slam or
Didn't
Cruz
deserve
did.
I had that one off.
Not
the
Cruz.
Yeah.
Cruz is hitting on TV right now. Groff had a grand slam.
So that's one over.
That was a rocket.
Where's that Tates right now?
So in terms of under over miss, Keens was
I think
everybody's under.
Carson and Joel and Tate and Benny are all watching a movie.
It's definitely a little cutter, Bobby. So both pitches have a little bit of depth.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is that's cutter,
Nope.
Yep.
but that had a lot of movement too.
He finished for book.
Oh, wow, what a
He
year.
finished the book.
Wow.
No.
Like bottom edge, right?
No. No.
I think I'm a pitch ahead of you.
He's about to deliver 2-0 right now.
Yep. This looks like cutter. No, pass.
Good.
Oh,
That's a
About tip.
A lot of sketchy people. No fish. There was weird hot smokers and a lot of.
That's a scary swing for me because if Tommy's under that sinker like that,
Yeah.
oh. Cutter.
cutter.
Yeah.
So the cutter's a little bit slower.
Yeah.
He's missing under both pitches though.
Under, so I would stick with the cutter right here.
Feeding Jack.
I think
They were ribs
this
on
thing
sale.
is gonna find the bottom of the ball.
Yep.
His sinker's like
So
93,
was lobster.
his cutter's 90.
Any lobster.
Okay,
Yeah, he ran one up to 96.
Right there.
Yank.
Another 96.
I mean, that's stuff from Shepherd's Pie too. That's why we got stuff from Shepherd's Pie too.
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
Wow.
Wow. That was a filthy pitch. That's, I mean, it's not a strike. You can't, but it's so hard to play off.
When was Tennessee's last game? Like, is this their ace?
It's the first game of the World Series, so
So they had some rest, right? Even if they had a long regional,
yeah,
their
yeah,
ace should be able to go.
yeah.
I mean, he's got Friday stuff, that's for sure.
96
Yeah, I mean, he's got
up and off the table.
change up. Looks like
Yeah, I had that as change up.
just missed.
You could really see him turn that over. Like his arm finished.
Yeah. Well, I'd be looking in those webs right there, in those laces.
Hmm.
Good pitch. The same pitch he threw on the first pitch. Play, ground ball, on time, hard, safe, single, middle.
No.
So Cruz was over. And the last two guys were under or even with that. Well, he hit a ground ball too.
Yeah. Tell you what, the mustache game for LSU is pretty strong here.
Solid. I'm drafting him ASAP. 400.
The name, something's going on with the name. What happened first pitch right there? I didn't see it.
Foul tip
Fouled it.
under.
Where was the pitch?
Down in the end, right?
Yeah. Caught up, Bobby?
No, I'm good.
All right.
When he throws his two seam away, it doesn't, the TV angle is different, so it looks like it's going straight. And it's definitely not straight. Cutter. That's gotta be a cutter up there. It's a weird spot. Aiden's been getting a lot of attention on Twitter lately.
Oh,
Pretty good barrel right there on the
Yeah.
sinker. Squared up. First one squared up.
Here.
You got that late, Bobby? Maybe a touch.
It's a good conversation piece. So he's with that lefty. So on a ball that's running in on you, out of the hand, if it's a four seam, if it goes straight, it's going to be away from the righty batter. Every like inch it moves in on you, your ideal contact point changes. So it's like you're robbing the hitter of time when you throw the two seamer like that.
Right.
So he was probably on time if the pitch was a four seam to that location, but it ran in on him, and it was, I don't know that got on his hands a little bit, but the ball kind of beat him to the spot.
Sure.
So pretty good piece of hit. Just if you're gonna miss against this guy, it's got to be in the air.
mm-hmm.
This is the launch angle is the worst thing ever until you face a sinker guy and you need to think under the ball.
Sure.
So John, we haven't really had time to catch up because you've been too busy going to the College World Series for D2. How's life?
It's been crazy, man.
What was the whole experience this year like? It's not, how many times have you been to the College World Series, the D2?
3 times. This one was good. I think off the field stuff, they've really locked in down there. The banquet was really good. We did community service with at a retirement home. It was good. I I mean, the facility is just immaculate. It's like it's literally a perfect spot for us because we're not going to draw a huge crowd, but practice facilities are perfect. You
Yeah.
know, so we're back here.
Yep.
But is that curveball or slider?
So I'm gonna put it as a curve because to me that profiled more as a curve.
I agree.
I saw something.
He just dropped in a change up there.
You're a minute in front of me, a second in front of me.
Oh, that was dirty.
Nasty change up.
Whoa.
That's fun. You're sitting there waiting for
Oh,
102 and then just throw that.
This is good morning, good afternoon, good night. Yeah.
nasty change up.
Wow.
I mean, that's exactly what you got.
I
mean,
think you
got
just said that's nasty.
yeah. Cheat to 102 and then get an 88-mile-an-hour changeup with nasty sink.
That's tough. He's got quite the look too. He's got the what appears to be a mullet and a strong mustache. Millersville guys are big on mustaches.
That has been a tradition since 2011. First World
Really?
Series team, man. We had some nasty mustaches. They don't show the moms, but moms all wear mustaches like in the regional, super regional. It's
That's
like,
so great.
yeah, it's
Oh, Dot.
oh.
And that's like a sliver of the ball in the plate. He just went slider dot first pitch 101.
I mean, what are we doing?
Really, it's like every time you look up, you got two strikes. That's what he's. It's
Yeah. I just
permanent condition. It's funny. Oh, two. Interesting.
Oh,
He had
immaculate inning.
so many ways to get him out with that pitch. It's so that was interesting. He missed more under that. I'm gonna go swing.
mhm.
It was very early.
The slider just didn't seem like it had as much depth there on that pitch, though.
I saw something. I don't know. I thought it was on Twitter, ESPN or something. It talked about how he'll create more of a vertical break with his off speed. I don't know if it's technically two different pitches. That's off the plate. That's trouble if they're gonna get that one. That's trouble.
This guy hit a ball 800 feet last in the super regionals.
He's got a little Griffey to his follow through.
I mean, I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, but it's probably going to happen.
This is ninth pitch.
I'm not going to say it.
Ninth pitch of the inning.
Sure is.
Oh,
Oh, you.
I'm like a second in front of you guys.
He knew it too. Laughing.
This kid is impressive.
Oh,
Oh,
How do you take that pitch?
it's too good.
so that one's got a lot more depth.
Yeah, that's a very diagonal. That one looked different. Looked like a totally different pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
This kid is just taking pitches right now.
It's impressive.
Throw it one more time.
When 102 is the other option.
Throw it
Well,
one more
the
time,
first
same
inning,
spot.
he went what 5 or 6 fastballs to start the game,
Oh,
and he's going.
That was more on the plate than some other ones that he's called.
You got to wonder where the scouting report is on these guys. I mean, it's been heavy off speed this inning.
Place, you want to say hi to our YouTube live fans?
That was lefty, right? Oof.
101. Could he have gone back to that pitch after the initial breaking ball in the dirt where it was a really good take? He probably could get a
2,000
swing and miss on that.
Yeah, I'm doing a fan thing. This is for all my fans. So there's a lot of people on. She's real. All right, now get out of here. I'm working. A cold beer on a Friday.
So what else, down in Cary, what else? You said got things really short up down there?
Yeah, it's just a well-oiled machine. I mean, everything is super clean, right up. I mean, even the drug testing is like everything's taken care of.
Do you
So,
get drug tested when you go there? Is that just part of like every?
typically after games they'll grab a couple guys. Our team didn't get hit this year, but I know they hit a couple teams. Super random, but press conferences are run well. I mean, everything's just really, really well done. Very professional.
Yep.
I mean, they're great about, you'd think they'd be like crazy about the fields, like don't stand on the grass, that kind of thing. They're super cool about, hey, whatever you guys need, you need extension cords, you need PFPs, like who cares about fungos? Like we'll have the mats ready to go, like, whatever you guys need to make sure you're getting good workouts in between games. And then you have days off in between, which I know the D3 is not like that. So it gives you time to game prep and it gives you time to practice and relax a little bit too. So
it definitely it seemed like it was a long World Series, which it's not a bad thing. It's
right. Yeah.
When you get into like regional play, when it feels like March Madness, where there's a game on all the time. So cool.
It just wears you out, man. It's just, I mean, as a coach, you're just.
Oh yeah.
Sleep is not happening.
No.
So.
I just went first. I can't
fastball down and in. Yep.
But I can't believe this guy's throwing 93, 94 with that kind of movement. It looks like he turns it over so aggressively.
That's a good change up right there.
You can just really
this guy?
hard.
Matt Stairs?
I've watched a couple LSU games this year, and this is my favorite hitter at LSU.
I love it.
I'm like actively trying to find this guy on the recruiting trail too. Like I want to find 5'10", 240 with 70 power on the recruiting trail. I don't care if this guy plays defense.
No, I'm all in on that. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see this guy launch one.
That's just like my fantasy team. Like to win all 5 offensive categories and lose every time I'm pitching because I just want to see homers. I know I need pitchers, but I don't care.
This guy is Matt Stairs.
Yes.
Oh, that's dirty.
That's called. That wasn't on the.
Can't hit that.
That was called. It's just I mean, these are college arms.
They're not far from being pro arms.
I mean, realistically,
No.
they're weeks away from being pro.
You guys
You
remember? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you got to wonder with the talent that's available right now. I know the portal helps out, but I mean, COVID has played a huge role in keeping some of these guys in school.
True.
Yeah.
True.
COVID, NIL stuff is real. Those change, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ground ball foul.
You guys remember the guy that pitched for the Royals in the World Series that came from the College World Series?
Yeah.
What was his name? Started with an F, I think.
I cannot remember.
Lefty that was dirty.
He literally went from World Series to World Series.
Yeah.
Spent like a week in the minor leagues.
I feel like the arms right now could do the same thing.
Oh yeah.
That Ben Joyce guy's he's already in the big leagues from last year.
Our guy from Millersville homered off of Joyce the other night, 103.
Swag.
103 miles an hour. Yeah, it was awesome.
I had a scout report on him.
I called him. I was like, because we were in Cary. I said, "Hey, Chazzy, what was that like?" He was like, "I didn't really even see the first 2 pitches, but I knew he wasn't throwing slider, and his fastball doesn't move a lot." And he said, "I was looking fastball outer half and just got on time somehow."
By the way, that was a great swing by him. All the ripped.
Good at bat overall.
Need that one, bud.
It's a little cutter, a little floaty cutter.
Yeah, it's hard to
keep
that angle on TV. It's really kind of hard to give that, actually tell what that pitch is doing.
Hmm.
So if you're that much of a sinker guy, you're really playing off the sides of the ball. You're not really on top of the ball. You gotta. It makes sense to create the. It's really opposite from a release point standpoint, though, because you turn over the two seam finishing index finger. The cutter's more under
Mm-hmm.
with the under with the middle finger, so it's opposite. It's weird.
Look at Payton. Hot dogs look good. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Did he?
Holy.
You said it though, Bobby. When these guys would start missing under the sinker, it's going to be a bad day.
You don't. Yeah, that was a bad sign early for me.
A couple squared up balls.
Yeah.
Homer, LSU's up. Both slush.
Oh, look at Stairs. He loves it.
Oh, that was a change up. Go back.
Oh, good swing.
back.
Oh, it was on the black end.
It was a change up.
Change up.
Look at the kid run away from me. You gotta try and get that, baby. Come on.
Launched. First,
This isn't a small park. He kind of got a lot of that one. Over the bullpen, 15 rows up.
Yeah.
that was his first 12-6 curveball he just threw. by the way.
Oh, you better get that. You gotta get that. Oh. You
Another
surprised how many
hard hit
pitchers
ball.
can't make it. Yeah, true.
We're on the ball too much. They're on barrel too much right now. Super impressive ability of these guys, though. I mean,
Of course, this guy's got a cannon.
Mike, you played college ball. Do you from a
I didn't face this.
this is absurd.
No, I did not face this. I will say my first college game was against Aaron Crow.
Hmm.
We had 40 scouts in the stands. My first at bat was fastball right down the middle. Took it, seeing it well. Fastball on the black in 97, fastball on the black away 96. Strikeout, didn't swing the bat. Struck out 5 times first game.
That would have been 2000.
That was
10,
2008. My freshman year, so 2008.
Okay.
Then we faced Gibson. He came in too right after that. So I told my dad I wasn't ready for college ball after that game. I called him right. I was at Wendy's. I called him even by myself. I didn't want to talk to anybody. Oh, don't hang it, baby.
That's not.
Don't hang it.
That's on the plate, is it?
Strike zone's been
Yeah, he's kind of off.
maybe a little wide.
Look,
This is a beautiful swing, man.
I didn't think that was a strike. at all.
Wow.
So that kid has an interesting. So he's going heavy two seam, heavy pronation, heavy change up pronation, cutter, and like the cutter he threw that at bat. He's like really, you could see him almost serve like
Mm-hmm.
great.
Right.
Now he's going straight curveball. So he's going like pronate, carry under, hard over.
Yep.
So his stuff is. I feel like when you start changing your release position, you're gonna start picking up on that.
That's what. Yep.
The stuff is nasty, but that's what I'd be looking for. Not that I'm like the best hitter on the planet, but you got to try to see what's coming out of the hand.
Not to get on the vision thing, but we have guys that talk about being able to see spin, and I think that's what they're actually seeing.
Mm-hmm.
They claim that they see spin, which there's research that you can't see spin, but I think they're describing what they're seeing, what you're describing, Bobby.
So I had a Twitter debate about this, and the argument is you can't consciously do it, and that it's kind of like what your brain processes. The claim is that you don't get to benefit from what you see in real time because it doesn't travel fast enough, and it's
Right.
you can't see the spin. And if you could see the spin, your brain neurons wouldn't fire fast enough to matter. What's the difference of seeing spin in real time in the moment and being able to recall it afterward? So I could go in the dugout and tell you, like, this kid's got a two seam. His two seam fastball, when he throws a changeup, it's sloppy. It'll wiggle more. His curveball's at this angle, blah, blah, blah. Like, I could tell you what every pitch looked like by spin. And to me, it was pretty obvious. But do I need to be able to see it and benefit from real time? If it's like that information to me felt very implemented. So I don't know. It's weird.
Back to live action. He is just feeding changeups right now to these guys.
For a guy that throws 100, he throws a lot.
It's just nasty.
Gosh.
Pretty heavy left-handed lineup.
Was he got
Could
4Ks or 5? 4?
It's just not fair.
Change up, 100.
I mean,
Not fair.
I would just do hit and runs here. Just swing it.
Oh, Butcher Boy.
Aggressive swing it. Yeah.
It's very much a four seam spin. It's tilted. It's a tilted four seam. This kid's impressive. Really impressive.
Everyone's talking about Cruz going 1-1. Why not him?
Position player.
Yeah. Who's got the first pick?
I don't know.
That's a good question. I'm gonna look that up.
Is it Pittsburgh?
That when he runs it up that way, it's like the ball climbs.
Yeah.
Like it's like we
Wow.
get just a little bit under it.
So the Pirates, they had the first pick. Well, they're having a good year. This is a big pick for them.
John,
Huge.
are you seeing more guys go with like multiple breaking balls? Just way more pitches at your level?
No. Typically we've seen it's rare you get a guy that's got a good changeup. Fastball and fastball and one type of breaking ball. But we did face the guy from Cal State Bernardino the other day had like 5 pitches. And he was going fastball, curveball, cutter, changeup, and a split.
And split.
Pretty effective. Fastball had some ride too, so you're getting pitches that are moving east, west, up and down.
Somebody get it.
What's happening?
Just making it.
Oh my gosh.
Put on a show. Just put on a show for the people.
But I think even at our level though, Bobby, there's been way more emphasis on spin. Like we're going to pull some data on hitting approach this summer and just try to figure out the percentage of spin. And I want to track it from year to year. I mean, we're kind of following the trends of professional baseball, even at D2, where, I mean, everybody hits velo. Southern New Hampshire had a guy up to 97 in the series. There's a couple other 96s, and it just doesn't seem to matter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty incredible with how the velocities just exploded.
Skeens is just so easy. I mean, it's just efficient starter, low effort. I mean, the command is almost as good as the stuff.
Yeah. You kidding.
Yeah, he's not. I don't recall him missing middle on anything.
No.
Almost weird to say, but like from his slot, it's almost hard to miss middle because like when he finishes where he should, it just takes off. If he gets through it more, he's probably just gonna.
And it's right-handed, right side of the rubber too. I mean, that's a tough angle.
Oh, see ya.
That was as much of the plate as any pitch he's thrown.
Yep.
Was still like just off the edge in. Crazy. Get some runs going. Let's go one more full inning. We'll let LSU hit and let Skeens pitch one more time because I just like watching him pitch right now. I know it's a Saturday night and probably be watching this anyway, but
What are they using on the wrist? So what do they have? A watch? Looks like
Yeah.
a watch thing.
they have
So
the
it tells them what to throw.
so there's what are the different options? You have pitch
I thought it
comp
was the pitch comm.
in the hat, then they get the watch company, whatever that is, the number
Right.
of cards. What do you guys use in Millersville?
We use traditional signs, but we've got the headset going to the catcher. So I think the headset and the watch are the way to go.
Mhm.
I think that's where we're trending, just because you can tell your catcher, hey, sit 6 inches off or expand, or hey, we need a visit here,
Oh,
or
okay.
hey, go out and tell him whatever you want to tell him. With the watch, you can't be as specific with pitch location and sight point, but I mean, we had a cross up in the World Series. We gave up a double. Guy couldn't handle velo in, and we went curveball. And because we missed a sign, guy hits a double in that Cal State Bernardino game, and that put them up in the 8th. So I mean, cross ups are still happening even with the headset, and that's not going to happen with a watch. So, and you can put in anything. It's on the iPads. You can dial in like 2-hold pick the first, or 2-look
Wow.
spin pick the second.
So that's with the earpiece. You type it in.
No, with the watch, you can type it in.
Oh, that'd be weird to type it in.
Yeah.
Earpiece. All right, first pitch. Oh, he's so off the side of that ball.
Yeah.
Guilty.
I'd love to see what his spin numbers are like. I mean, you got to wonder, being on that side, on the side of the ball like that, if he's just like 1,800 at 93. It can't be efficient. I mean,
I can find. Let me phone a friend here. All right, phone a friend. See if we can get some numbers. That's more of that cutter. So, John, you're saying earpiece for the catcher, watch for everybody else?
I'm saying earpiece and watch for catcher, and then watch for everybody else. At least the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When rules
But-
like that get put in about what's available, are there? I guess you can't really cap like the implementation, right? Because if the school doesn't have the budget for it, or they don't,
Right.
if they don't want to use it.
So last year we were waiting on our earpiece because they were back ordered, and we actually protested a game because the opposing team was using an AirPod as their earpiece, which is illegal. So in the middle of the game, I called the head of Division II umpires, and I was like, "Hey, is this real? Is this illegal?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You need to protest the game." So we protest the game. We would have won the protest, but we won 9-2. So I took the protest out. But I mean, it's like it was a free game. I mean, it was
That's
so, really good piece of hitting right there. He's so good.
I'm well first, third there.
Look at that hard hit.
He's got a great swing. Wow.
So we've got the great Patrick Swift is on YouTube right now. Give him a shout out.
Or our fans are here.
Yeah.
Wow, that. The Swiftinator.
Dom, said Dom Monaco. That's amazing. Prod by Damo. That was a strike,
Ooh.
right? That was. Why does it feel like things are speeding up on Tennessee right now? It seems like they're, I don't know, from the beginning, it felt like they were
One
concerned.
run might be too much.
So Tommy
Yeah.
Smokes needs the cutter, like if I'm the pitcher, because he was already under the two seamer earlier. You gotta find a way to get under his barrel. Or so you gotta need his barrel going under. You need to can't throw a two seamer to this guy.
I kind of like the changeup down and into him.
He's very much an opposite field hitter. So if you can get it in,
Don't miss out over the plate.
don't miss out over the plate. Tommy Tanks.
His glove's a little bit open with the runner at second. It's got to be close. He's got it, especially with like the changeup grip would be easier to see, but
I just got my numbers on this guy. The quote was demon sinker. 2,300 spin.
oh
Good.
wow.
2,300. Oh, that's
On a sinker.
We got to try to go second base there.
oh my gosh. You think you did better?
His thumbs are echoing right now. And, hey, his hands are
Oh, it's gonna
vibrating.
hit him.
Tell you what, moved his runners though.
Tennessee just sent the whole bullpen
I
down.
mean, they're scrambling.
You got to think
Good
base
pitch.
hit here, and it's going to be really hard to score 3 runs against Skeens the way it's going right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a normal 8-run lead.
Yeah.
3 runs is 8 runs.
That's a strong look. That's a strong headband mustache. This
Not even
guy's
sitting
zone.
down.
This guy's zone is
Yeah, I was
it.
going to say, I love, he's kind of like the position player. He doesn't want to sit down. He's locked in.
That's psyching me out right there if I'm Tennessee.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, come on.
that's fine.
so great situational hitting. Just staying in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Corners up.
That pitch again. It was like middle. Yeah. You seen ball play?
Probably lucky you got a glove on that because that's going to be a base hit right there.
Oh my gosh. Calm it down.
Great scouting there.
Yep.
Playing in the 4-hole.
Yeah, so they're down by 8 right now.
Close enough. Close enough.
That's rough. Oh boy, LSU is. I felt like LSU, Florida was really and Wake as well. Those are the 3 real favorites. We talked about that on a pickle this week.
Mhm.
That they just seemed a lot like the strong teams. Florida was beat yesterday.
Yeah.
TCU and Oral Roberts are not expected. I think TCU's good. I looked up Oral Roberts. They only lost like 12 games this year. They're
Wow.
like 42-12 or something like that. Where do they come from? They're a 4 seed. They only lost 12 games. and it's, I don't think they're surprised that th're winning. I'll put it that way.
No, they think they're good. I mean, if you listen to their coach interviews, I mean, they think they're good. I think those are the scariest teams to play, right? They're the ones that just don't
yeah.
realize they're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that the definition of being, you should be there? Like when you believe that you should be there,
Well,
and you do belong.
based on LSU's NIL numbers and you know, potential first rounders, they kind of better be there. I don't know if that's a Skip Bertman, the legend.
Is there like a documentary or something on him? Some movie?
Really good.
How he built the whole program up. Was that just on like SEC TV?
It was outstanding. I actually watched it before a regional this year. I was trying to figure out a way to motivate a little bit, and one of the Luis Garcia, they win the national championship for the first time, and Luis Garcia's crying, and he gives him a hug, and he says, "Coach, we won." And Bertman looks at him and goes, "We were supposed to win." Like, such a great line. Like, duh. I saw this happen in my mind 500 times before it did.
If you can't visualize it, if you can't paint that picture in your head, how do you know how to get there? If you've got that vision somewhere off in the future, that you don't have that, you got nothing. You need that belief.
That's half the battle, is getting your teams to believe, I think.
Mhm.
Man, he has just been living with that changeup first pitch.
Changeup is filthy.
How many swings and misses have we seen on first pitch changeups?
If he threw it for a strike, I think 100%. Oh. Oh, shoot.
And he just flips that in there. That pitch looks like it doesn't move on TV.
Did your pull in the background before?
What was swing?
I just don't see myself hitting 100 on the inside black.
Oh. Should have gone back to the changeup.
Yep.
That's a great pitch, and it's a really, really good swing. The better to go up with that fastball or in?
Just handled in. I think he's got to be hunting hard right there. Be on that pitch.
Changeup.
So this is go to order again. So he was changeup heavy first time. He might be fastball heavy this time.
Mm-hmm. That's good ball talk right there.
Well, yeah, we have to pay attention.
I think the leadoff guy, though, he went like 5 or 6 straight fastballs the first at bat of the game.
He might be flipping per hitter. So lefties,
Yeah.
Heavy change with lefties.
Lefty's heavy changeup.
There's the changeup again.
That was a bad one.
Got a change up with the slider. It was flat.
Might have been a backup slider.
Yeah.
It's at 92.
That's where he's been with that. I had that. I'm going to put that slider.
I like it.
That was one of those kind of like in fronts.
I need a bag of seeds right now.
It's the vibe we're going for. That's good.
Favorite flavor, Mike?
The buffalo.
Gotcha.
I like
I've been
buffalo.
doing dill pickle. Dill pickle's been my
You know,
go-to.
that's a good one. That's
Buffalo at the yard, like playing games.
Buffalo Ranch is what it is.
All right. Oh,
I thought he got that one.
Oh,
Good play.
we're all like a little
you dropped that.
off. Oh. I'd run on that arm.
Cap off the cap.
I thought
Was he late?
it had to have been off the end.
He was off the end.
Did that break? What happened?
Yeah, because he was out front.
Change up.
What?
Righty, change up.
All right, Denton, he went, I'm pretty sure went change up to him last time. He goes fastball. He's just doing opposites, guys. Whatever you saw last time, he's doing something different.
And when you got 4 pitches, it's hard enough to adjust to what you saw the last time, let alone just completely changing the game plan.
Yeah. That's this guy looks like he's 17.
Yeah.
Did he hit the big? I think he hit the big home run.
Heavy
Switch there.
sophomore lineup, though. I mean, this whole Tennessee lineup's going to be back next year.
Oh, talk about anxiety. Left fielder can't see.
What just happened on that pitch? Got the count wrong.
He's out. It's a great throw.
That technically for hitting approach that goes as runner picked off, right?
You can go runner picked off, or you can just make it 3 outs on adjust it and then the inning.
Good question.
It's tricky because it was the third out, so it's
That's tough. Any out in the bases is tough,
Nah.
especially when you're down 2 to Paul Skeens. But
it's tough.
That's
Hey,
kinda- What's up? I was gonna say, you got any movies to watch tonight? I need a good movie.
my wife just got home, so I better say hi to her.
You better say yes. You better say hi, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna jump off. You guys are awesome.
Bob, I want to watch one more inning, Bob.
Well, let's do one more half inning.
Okay, fine.
We'll see you guys.
Good talking to you,
Later,
John.
John. Good seeing you.
Thanks, gents. Take care.
Yeah, we're just doing this little ball talk.
Yeah, but you know it's crazy right there. You were talking about what happened I wasn't thinking about what happened to each batter because you were actually recording it. You have a better understanding of what's going on in the game. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, charting the game, you have to pay attention every pitch.
Yeah.
And not just pay attention, but pay attention to details of the game.
Right.
Like I would, when I coached, my favorite thing to do would be on a foul ball. I would always yell, "Read the swing." So it's like
Right.
yanks a foul, pull side. I didn't tell him, "Hey, everybody slide over." I said, "Hey,
Right.
read the swing," because I was trying to get them to think. I didn't want to do the thinking for them.
Uh-huh.
And proudest moments were my teams were just before I could say read the swing, they were saying read the swing.
I like it.
So like the first time my shortstop looked straight at me. He yelled it and he looked at me like, I got you.
I'd be the same guy.
He knew what he was doing. But that meant he knew what he's doing, which was beautiful. It's great. Something clicked. It's when it clicks in people's heads. This guy's zone is interesting.
It's very interesting. Just missed the curveball up in the zone. He's gonna call every time.
Yeah.
You ever been to Omaha for this?
I'm not.
It's on my bucket list.
It's weird because softball has Omaha's special. I feel like softball has really Oklahoma City, the softball is crazy. It's like their mecca. And I don't necessarily feel like when they left Rosenblatt, it felt like they needed more time. I don't know.
I know.
They didn't
I
have the
agree
same
with that.
energy, didn't have the same buzz about it. So
I agree with that.
when I think back to it, I think like it was the homers and the energy, and it was like what Omaha was.
Right.
You're a kid, and it's like people going crazy, and like the ping of the
Oh, I
ping of
can still see it. Yeah, I can still see those games like in my head.
So when this place opened, it like
That's right.
the dimensions were so huge. Nobody was hitting homers. It was almost like bad baseball.
Yeah.
But it does feel like the baseball. COVID probably had a big part of it with just people were craving more baseball and craving sports in general. But I feel like college baseball and college softball are both just exploding in sports right now. Just popularity.
Yep.
Slider.
Yep. That's a homer kid.
I don't know. This guy's zone is.
That should have been a strike. He's been calling that.
He's been like I thought it was a ball, but he's been calling it a strike.
I know.
It's funny. So he turns that changeup over so hard.
Oh. I would pick up on something in this motion. I definitely wouldn't pick up seams, but what you said before made a lot of sense.
Just like he's got to be his hand positioning has to vary so much. Two seamers like over on the side of cutters under different finger.
Which is why he's inconsistent on spots. I mean, the catcher's working back there.
It's more the
Cutter.
If you missed it, Wyatt Langford projected top 5 pick. And
This guy's pretty good, this Langford guy. Oh. Wow, that's powerful.
way up top.
Whoa. I didn't see that. Is that dude that has 31 homers? I think it starts with a C. Is he a draft eligible guy?
I
The
don't
first baseman?
know. Jack
Conga.
Leone or something like that.
Yeah. I like this swing. He's a pitcher too. It was 97. But I think he did have really good numbers pitching wise, but he does throw 97.
Big time college sports is so awesome. When the energy and the passion in the sport is so different at that level.
Oh, yes. I can still remember those games, man.
How far did UConn go? What's the furthest you guys went in postseason?
My freshman year, we were like 21 and 40.
Is that the super or no,
Junior year, we hosted a regional, but we were the number 2 seed.
I was
And we
at-
didn't even play. We didn't even play Florida State. We
I
lost
was-
to Oregon twice. It was our first time dealing with like a West Coast small ball program. In first inning, doing the little things. Because we should have beat them both games. His swings are so much better. I was an armbar guy standing straight up. Just competing. That's what I was.
So the opening night game,
Oh.
I was at that game.
Oh, were you really?
I'm pretty sure I know I have video of Springer.
Spring Lane, but you definitely got videos of me, bro.
Well, I know I have, because I converted the video type for Springer. At the time, I didn't know. I was like using Springer in an article at some point for something.
Springer swing was so electric. Oh my gosh.
Was he a gymnast? Is that his background?
No, I think he's just a freak athlete. He never did. He could do flips like at any second.
Maybe that's what I heard.
He did flips before the game. Yeah, that was our pregame.
Yeah. I played with a kid who was a gymnast, and he was so strong.
I mean, maybe George did. I mean, honestly,
Thought I heard
wouldn't
something
surprise me.
Oh, yeah, from a athletic development standpoint,
It wouldn't surprise me.
but
His family's super athletic. His dad played. His dad went to UConn, played football. And his mom was a gymnast, I believe. Was Springer's mom a gymnast or what was she? Yeah, so that makes sense. At UConn.
that's the angle of that. Yeah, you guys were good though. Like you guys were really good.
Oh yeah, we were. I mean, we had a 27-game win streak right at the end of it. We were going in a tournament hot.
Who was your second baseman that never struck out?
Pierre LePage, my roommate, one of the best all-around baseball players I've seen play the game. I'm not kidding. But he had a little lower back injury. Super smart kid. So like, we had a tough talk when he was retiring. I'm like, dude, you got to keep playing. But it's 4.0, going to be do whatever he wants. He could foul 10 straight balls back, foul him directly back and be picked in a row. Like I'm gonna foul his next 10 straight back.
Just for fun.
Can you imagine doing that? I actually tried it and started squaring balls up, and I'm like, that's how I started thinking. I was like, okay, just try to foul it straight back. Boom, squared up. I was like, okay, cool. Thanks, Pierre.
That's funny. That's a really good pitch, by the way.
That was a really good pitch. I never understood why righties never want to throw right on right changeups. I mean, yeah, you can make a mistake. Okay, cool. But it's another pitch I got to think about.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. They're starting to throw more now, right on rights. But when I was playing, you could eliminate it. I love eliminating a pitch. Lace, I got one more out, and then we'll watch a movie. I know.
We got one more out and a pitching change. Do you have a pick for the World Series?
I would say LSU. I'm picking to win it.
Yeah.
No, this isn't the touchscreen. Yeah, LSU. I think they're hot coming into it. I don't know much about their pitching outside of they do have a couple relievers that I liked, but I like Oral Roberts. I like their bats.
At this
And
point,
I like their sweat and their mental side. I like everything about it. It's gonna be a scary team.
that when they lost in the Super Regional, the first game they got walked off,
Uh-huh.
and they were down in the next game and came back.
That's a dangerous team. And then what? Their first win here was ninth inning home run, or did they end up losing that game? Yesterday, no, they beat TCU.
They won, yeah.
The homer in the ninth.
9-hole hitter.
This is crazy. It was a nuke.
Non-walk off.
Yeah.
The call. Did you hear the call for that? The guy was like,
No, I didn't hear it.
it was top of the ninth. Go ahead, homer in the top of the ninth. The guy went crazy going, "Yes,
Oh,
walk off, Oral Roberts, blah, blah, blah."
I love. I'm gonna have to listen.
Just went off. And it was top of the inning. And everybody listening is like, what are we doing?
I would be the same way.
Was so confused because the graphic said top of the ninth. It was very obvious that it wasn't the go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know where Oral Roberts is. No
Tulsa.
idea.
Oh,
Also, okay. That's right. I knew that. I played there. Hey, what's up? Well, I had all my fans. We're on a YouTube live. No, no, you don't have to say it. At least, no.
How many fans you got?
No. Tennessee has some arms in the pen.
That's down 2-1 on the change. So there you go. Fastball up, change up down, and the whip rate on the fastball's insane.
oh, this is, I didn't realize Cruz was on deck. Big moment.
Special. Goes to a breaking ball to get it 2-2 on Josh Pearson with Dugas at third and Joe Barrett second. And 2 outs in this fourth. We saw Dylan Cruz on deck for LSU up 2.
That's a late camera change, right? What happened? It's a strike. Like down and away ish.
Yeah, down away. Ball.
Couldn't tell what it was though. You missed. I don't know. All right.
All right, Kip.
That went fast. That was fun.
That is. Yeah, that was. Seems easy to log a game, huh?
Say it again.
Seems easy to log a game.
Yeah, it just goes to YouTube. And we'll record it. Oh. Very good. All right, Mike.
Until next time, kid.
It's a good try run. Skeens.
Huh?
Skeens is
Yeah.
nasty.
He's got to. I think he's got to go 1-1.
Wouldn't be surprised. All right.
All right. You enjoy the Saturday.
You too, Mike.
I'll catch you
Sounds good.
later, fans.
Yeah.
Later.